Okay, hello? Can you hear me now? Yay. Oh my god. Okay, so earlier I was messing around with the settings to the computer and something popped up that said something about like giving access to the mic or something like that. And I muted everything that has to do with the mic. This is really loud. Hang on. Okay, there we go. And I muted everything that has to do with the mic. So I had to find a way to go in and unmute it. Hi everyone though, how are you? Hey, hey. Sorry. If you're new here, this is just how it usually is. I'm doing okay. Oh man. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to stream. What other stream was you in? And why do you feel bad? Oh man. Okay, so if you don't already know from the title, this is Dagon. It's supposed to be a Lovecraft based game or a fan based game or something like that. That has to do with like Cthulhu and stuff, which I love Cthulhu. So I don't like horror, but I love Cthulhu, which is weird. I know. It's confusing. Okay. Slimy. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh. Oh no. That's just as bad as the Egypt one. Oh no. Okay. Uh, can you even hear me? I thought you usually work. Um, you can. Okay. That's not how you spell my name, but okay. Uh, yeah. You can pick a day too. It doesn't have to be the next stream. Oh, okay. But just so you know, I will take it off until I complete the game, depending on how far out it is. I don't even know how to pronounce that. How would you pronounce it? Hi, Fossil. I'm sorry about earlier. How are you? What? Take what? 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 Okay, but that's... What? I'm so confused. Hi. I really hope it comes through, though. Hang on, wait, I want to do something. Slow mode. No, it's fine. I wanna do something, though. Oh, good, it does work. Okay. Hey, it works. I tested it earlier, but I just wanted to make sure. That's because,
Fuck it all, fuck it all. Don't give a shit anymore. Fuck it all, fuck it all. Flip the table, screw you all.
rar. There is one that actually says rar. It's in the bit section, actually. It's rar. I don't even know what that is. Like, for real, how do you pronounce that? There's like... I don't want to pronounce it and sound stupid, though. I'm... The cocky, oh god, okay. What if I had something planned for that day? I think that's the new one that's coming out, though. Like the very brand new one. Okay. I know I don't plan that far ahead, but still. Yeah, the ghost photo game. I guess it looks like on Halloween I'll be playing it. Oh no! I don't do horror games. Yes. Yes, I did. I already regret it. I regretted it before I put it back up. Oh my god. Oh god. See, here's the sucky thing about it, okay? The sucky thing about it is I can't just play it once because I'm going to be spending a lot of money on it. And just to spend a lot of money on it and play it once is completely stupid. So no matter how scared I get, I think I'm going to have to continue to play it all the way through. How bad is that? Oh my god, you're going to hear a lot of screaming. Oh no. That's, oh god. Okay. Jack Sparrow. Okay. Tell me something later. What is that? Oh my god. Confetti's? Okay. Well, I guess I know what I'll be doing on Halloween now. Oh god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. With the jokes. That one's clever though. I love tacos. My favorite food is burritos. Have enough points to do this again. Oh, good lord. Here we go. Thanks. I don't love all food. Oh god. Taco one? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so I heard this game is really short. Have fun at work. Okay, so I heard this game is really short. And so I'm gonna do this one, and then if I still have time, I'm going to start another game. And the other game I'm going to play is gonna take a couple days. So, yeah. I'm really short too. I think we talked about this before. How short are you? I'm 5'2". Oh, Jesus. Ah, we're about as tall as each other. I have to climb on the counter to get to my top cupboard. Oh my god. Ah, Jesus. You can't throw me. It's no. I won't let it happen. I'll fight back. 1 inch. Some days I actually feel shorter than other days. Like some days I feel short and some days I feel taller, but it's still the same height. Does that make any sense? Alright, moving on though. This game's never gonna get started. Always feel short. No. Meh. I'm what? I always leave my cup on the counter. I have cups I sit on the counter. Yep. Whenever I get done washing the cup, I'll just set it on the counter and it'll be right there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, I really do have a short attention span. Even more shorter of patience. I'm not a very patient person. Ask anyone, they can confirm. Right, but anyway. Before we never start the game, let's start. Okay. I would comment on that. Well, I'm gonna comment on it. But, you know, you're right. It is actually shorter than my height. Oh, Jesus. Right? Some days, Jorgo. Some days. Some days, not. Okay. Dagon is a faithful, interactive adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's work, focused on story and atmosphere. You will not find difficult choices, action sequences, or inventory management here. And movement is limited to progressing through locations along with the plot.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more.
I like that. Keep thinking it. During the game, you will encounter interactive elements. Some of them will allow you to continue your journey. Others reveal interesting facts about the original short story, its historical background, and the author. Okay, so question mark or circle. Some of the trivia is hidden. In order to find these secrets, focus your eyes and look for the elder sign. Okay. So you gotta right click. You can also access all the found facts later. They will be available in the main menu. Okay.
Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below.
Maybe. Oh, what's that?
Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate.
No, I went back over there.
When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Wait. Morphine. Morphine entered into use in the 19th century and was routinely administered to treat severe pain during the American Civil War. In World War I, it was also sold without restrictions until 1914. Morphine became more popular after the invention of the hypodermic syringe. Around 1854, Frederick, I don't know his last name, Sir Turner, who first isolated the substance, originally named it morphium, after Morpheus, the Greek god associated with dreams. At the time when Dagon was published, morphine abuse, known as soldier's disease, already posed a big problem in the United States. Huh. Okay. I want to go. I can't go back. I can't go back. Oh, Jesus. Okay, moving on.
It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider.
Come on, guys,
The
shot.
Great War was then at its very beginning, and the ocean forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation. So that our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we of her crew were treated with all the fairness and
Oh my
consideration
God.
due us as naval prisoners.
Good, it serves you right. And really, we struggle to put food on the table. That's mean. The Huns. The Huns were Central Asian nomads who established a dominion in Europe and invaded the Roman Empire in the 5th century AD. They were known as brutal, deadly warriors and masters of quick raids who also developed powerful composite bows, lassos, and early siege weapons. During World War I, the British used the word Hun as a synonym for Germans in order to emphasize their brutality. However, the term originated when the German Empire Wilhelm II gave a speech to his troops on the 27th of July 1900 before they embarked to China. Wait, I thought the Huns were from China. Should you encounter the enemy, he will be defeated. No quarter will be given. Prisoners will not be taken. Whoever falls into your hands is forfeited. Just as 1,000 years ago, the Huns under their king Attila made a name for themselves, one that even today makes them seem mighty in history and legend. May the name German be affirmed by you in such a way in China that no Chinese will ever again dare to look cross-eyed at a German. The refusal to take prisoners was a clear breach of the laws and custom of war adopted during the first not that. Convention of 1899. I don't know what that word is. Oh, good Lord. Do I use a booster C1? No. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Heiji. Oh, okay. I did. That's how I thought it sounded. Heiji. Okay. So they're not okay. Gotcha. See, you learn something new every day. Anything else?
So liberal,
The E is
indeed, was
silent.
the discipline of our captors
Okay.
that 5 days after we were taken, I managed to escape alone in a small boat with water and provisions for a good length of time.
He jumped in the
When I
water.
finally found myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings.
How you go all the way around here? Okay. So... focus! Is something gonna pop up and scare me?
Never a competent navigator, I could only guess vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator. Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
It's so pretty though. I would literally be scared to death right now. Oh, the moon. What's that noise?
The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
I want a dragon. Yes. Why are you disappointed? What are you disappointed in? Yes, I like dragons. Oh. I had to do that the whole time. Oh look, it's the one of the... Wait. Oh, there we go. I get it now, I'm sorry. Wait, it still doesn't say why you're disappointed. Why are you disappointed? Oh. Okay. The return to short stories. Dagon was written in July 1917. Really? And first published in 1919. The Vagrant, is it Vagrant? An amateur magazine focused on supernatural. The story is the first of his stories that introduced an element from the Cthulhu mythos. Vagrant? Well, I mean, long A. Okay. Okay, introduced an element from the Cthulhu mythos. Dagon itself, a pagan cult worshipping Dagon later appears in the shadow over Innsmouth. One of Lovecraft's most popular works. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. It's pagan. Not pegging. Pagan. Like, you know, witches and stuff. What? It's really, that's how I pronounce it. It's pagan. Is it pagan? Pagan? It's how I always pronounced it. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. um, 1917 is also the year when he wrote The Tomb, a story about Jarvis Dudley, a daydreamer who discovers a mysterious mausoleum in the woods by his house and becomes obsessed with it. Well, hang on just a second. What kind of person do you peg me for? Oh, never mind. I get it now. Never mind. Just don't answer that. Just forget. Oh, God. These two works marked Lovecraft's return to short story writing after he burned most of his attempts at the genre 9 years prior and decided to concentrate on poetry. Lovecraft stated that it was his friend, William Paul Cook, a literary publisher and critic, who convinced him to start writing weird fiction again. I knew that.
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue. The change happened whilst I slept. Its details I shall never know, for my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested, was continuous.
That's... What's the second? Sand or oil? Oh my God, it looks like oil. Okay. I guess there's no, nothing here. Okay.
When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy expanse of hellish black mire, which extended about me in monotonous undulations as far as I could see, and in which my boat lay grounded some distance away. Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious and unexpected a transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished.
Oh my God.
For there was in the air and in the rotting soil a sinister quality which chilled me to the very core. The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish and of other less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain.
It's mud? That's mud?
Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence and barren immensity. There was nothing within hearing and nothing in sight save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear. The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me
Oh my
almost black
God.
in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet.
Dagon seemed to be inspired by Fishhead. Seems to be inspired by Fishhead. A short novel by Irvin S. Cobb about unnatural affinities between a hybrid idiot. That's not nice. Between a hybrid idiot and the strange fish of an isolated lake. Supernatural horror in literature. H.P. Lovecraft. In Lovecraft's dream about a strange island emerging from the ocean and him crawling in the ooze that covered its surface. I dream that whole hideous crawl and can yet feel the ooze sucking me down. In defense of Dagon, H.P. Lovecraft. Lovecraft's interest in the topic stemmed from his aversion to fish and sea smells, in his own words. Oh my God. Okay. I have hated fish and feared the sea and everything Okay, now wait, hang on a second. His biggest creation. See, I didn't know this, but his biggest creation comes out of the ocean. Like he's literally in the ocean. Oh my God. Okay, but anyway, okay. I have hated fish and feared the sea and everything connected with it since I was 2 years old. But I cannot recall what earlier experience gave me such profound and lasting aversion to the sea and seafood. The Dweller in Darkness, Lovecraft, 1927, Donald Wondery. Oh, wait, so did Lovecraft not actually say that? Was it a character? Wait, I'm so confused right now. I'm already confused. Oh, Jesus. There's 3 of you. It's... At least you're all doing originals and not copying each other. Oh. I mean, that's a plus, right?
As I crawled into the stranded boat, I realized that
That's
only
me.
one theory could explain my position.
Oh. In fact, I have snacks right beside me.
Through some unprecedented volcanic upheaval, a portion of the ocean floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths. So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the
That looks like a
surging
sardine
ocean,
can.
straining my ears as I might.
What's a sardine can doing out here?
Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
The mystery of Volcanic Island. Volcanic eruptions sometimes result in the creation of islands. Most of them are transient and erode after some time, but some prove permanent. The floating pumice porous rock created when superheated pressurized rock is ejected from a volcano, can move across long distances and transport barnacles and macroalgae that cling to it. In 2001, rafters of pumice created during the eruption of a volcano near Tonga, is it Tonga? Tonga? Polynesia? Eventually reached Australia. Oh, Jesus.
For several hours I sat thinking or brooding in the boat, which lay upon its side and afforded a slight shade as the sun moved across the heavens.
It's breathing in the back. Oi. Don't tell me what to do.
As the day progressed, the ground lost some of its stickiness and seemed likely to dry sufficiently for traveling purposes in a short time. That night I slept but little, and the next day I made for myself a pack containing food and water, preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue. On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease.
Oh my God.
The odor of the fish was maddening,
Really?
but I was
The
too much
mermaid?
concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set
Oh,
out boldly
Jesus.
for an unknown goal.
They're dip pickle chips. You still want some?
All day I forged steadily westward, guided by a faraway hummock which rose higher than any other elevation on the rolling desert.
No, I'm not. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. That's some weird looking ass creatures. I mean, is he not questioning this? Is he seriously not questioning the giant claw coming out of the fucking... Really? Why would you not question that? I mean, come on now.
That night I
Oh,
encamped,
jeez.
and on the following day still travelled toward the hummock, though that object seemed
Good
scarcely
God.
nearer than when I had first espied it.
The horrors of the ocean. The creator of the Cthulhu mythos in the fictional underwater city of R'lyeh was convinced that life could not exist at the bottom of the ocean because the water pressure would make it uninhabitable. Oh, Jesus. Today we know that the darkest depths of the ocean are home to many particular organisms. The deepest dwelling fish we have discovered so far, the Mariana snellfish can live about 8,000 meters, more than 26,000 feet below the ocean surface, in never-ending darkness and at a hellish crushing pressure, hundreds of times stronger than those found at sea level. Upon glancing at the modern photos of deep-sea creatures such as the anglerfish, the fangtooth, or the viperfish, and their truly Lovecraftian characteristics, it's hard not to find some irony in this. You know what, though? The thing about it is like, we haven't even made it to the very bottom of the freaking ocean. Like, the Mariana Trench, they never made it to the very bottom. Like, at least I don't ever remember them saying they ever made it to the very, very bottom. So God knows what's down there still. That's funny. That one's funny. But yeah, like, you never know what the hell is still down there. Like, you have no idea. There could be like some really terrible things down there. Who wants to go in the ocean? Oh.
By the fourth evening, I attained the base of the mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared from a distance.
Oh my God. Oh. What's a goblin shark? Or is that a joke? I honestly don't get that one. Oh, is it? Oh. What's it look like? Wait, hang on. I'm looking it up. Hang on. Goblin shark. Oh. Oh, that thing. Oh. That's weird. Huh. That's really weird. I would hate to see one face to face. I'd be completely creeped out by it.
An intervening valley setting it out in sharper relief from the general surface. Too weary to ascend,
I don't know.
I slept in the shadow of the hill. I know not why my dreams were so wild that night.
Woo, party!
But ere the waning and fantastically gibbous moon had risen far above the eastern plain, I was awake in a cold perspiration, determined to sleep no more. Such visions as I had experienced were too much for me to endure again.
Wow. Just wow. Thanks. Thank you. You are really, really mean. You're so nice. Wow.
And in the glow of the moon, I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day. Without the glare of the parching sun, my journey would have cost me less energy. Indeed, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset.
Wait, they have a term for that, don't they? Or is it like cougar or something like that?
Picking up my pack, I started for the crest of the eminence.
Okay, well, how much older do you like your women? Like, you're what, 22? How much older do you like them? And how much older do you like yours? Never. Wait, so you like them between 40 through 60? So 35 is the highest you'll go. Is that what you're saying? Since you're almost 23? Well, how old are you, Never? If you like them in the 40s to 60s, how old are you? I mean, if you don't want to say, you don't have to say. I was just asking. Okay. Wow, you guys are so young. So young. Oh my God. You're like babies. Oh man. Well, I would ask Stan how old he is, but he hasn't been talking, so I don't know if he's still here. So, yeah, almost everyone is younger than me. I think there's only one person that's older. Yeah. Yep, pretty much. Okay, so the loner. Contrary to popular opinion. Oh, yeah, she is. By what? She was born in, I think she said February. So almost a year. Almost, not quite. Let's see. She was born in February and I was in November, so it's like 10 months or something like that. Something along the lines. Oh wait, how old is cat may be older too. I don't know how old she actually is. I don't know. Oh, ages. Oh, okay, so she's older too. So, okay. Third. I'm the third. I understand that. Yes. 'Cause Jorgo's 22, gonna be 23, and you just said you're almost 21, so yeah. Yep, you're the youngest. But you're close in age, so... You'll be alright. Actually, you're not the youngest. If there's a couple people that show up eventually, they're around 13, so you wouldn't be the youngest. Yeah. Yeah. No. There was one, the one that starts with an X. It's XG something something. I forgot their name. Dragon is young too. That's right. They're teenagers. So no, you wouldn't be the youngest, actually. I have younger people than you on here. You're just the youngest right now in our conversation. Yeah, I think he said that they're still in school. They were in high school. They were a senior. So, yeah. Okay, so back to this. I'm taking a 45-minute game and turning it into 3 hours. The loner. Contrary to popular opinion, Lovecraft was not an ever-frowning, eccentric, grumpy loner. He considered himself to be a person who appreciated humor. Moreover, he would often meet with friends in his apartment or at various cafes in Brooklyn and Manhattan. At times, his social life was so intensive, his work would suffer for months. There was a point when he finally decided he needed to put an end to the daily meetings and loitering in New York cafeterias, and resorted to hiding at home and reading with the main room light turned off, pretending he wasn't there whenever a friend knocked on his door. He also had another method of deterring his guests, which involved greeting them in a bathrobe. Is that where that came from? With an unmade bed visible in the background and a pile of paper scattered across the floor. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go.
I have said that the unbroken monotony of the rolling plain was a source of vague horror to me. But I think my horror was greater when I gained the summit of the mound and looked down the other side into an immeasurable pit or canyon.
Oh my god. Oh,
Whose black recesses the moon
that scared
had
me.
not
I
yet
thought
soared
someone
high
done a
enough to
sound alert.
illumine.
Oh. That's pretty.
I felt myself on the edge of the world, peering over the rim into a fathomless chaos
Wow.
of eternal night. Through my terror ran curious reminiscences of Paradise Lost.
Do you have a girlfriend ever? Or a boyfriend? You're a guy, right? Girl. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Do you have some significant other that is with you? Or that you're with? Sorry. I'm not good at explaining this. No. Wait, who's the second one? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, nowadays, you know, you never know. I don't know what you prefer to be called, so I just, you know. Okay, so it's sad.
And of Satan's hideous climb through the unfashioned realms of darkness.
No, he realized how sad it is to, that he only talks to 2 people.
As the moon climbed higher in the sky, I began to see that
Hey,
the
you know
slopes of the
what?
valley were not quite so perpendicular as I had imagined.
Oh, I don't know. 'Cause you were talking about it, so... I told you I have a boyfriend. I don't know what your problem is. So why would I be jealous? I was just curious. But I know curiosity killed the cat, you know. Ah, man, oh man. Why does curiosity have to kill the cat? Is that a tentacle? No, it's the mud.
Ledges and outcroppings of rock afforded fairly easy footholds for a descent.
Oh, about the second person you talked to. Well, no, you told me you only talk to me. And that you don't talk to anyone else. So you would have lied.
Whilst after a drop of only a few hundred feet, the declivity became very gradual.
Is he gonna fall? What?
Urged on by an impulse which I cannot definitely analyze, I scrambled with difficulty down the rocks and stood on the gentler slope beneath.
Yes, because it seems very safe. What's that?
Gazing into the Stygian deeps, where no light had yet penetrated.
You're allowed to make new friends. I never said you couldn't.
All at once, my attention was captured by a vast and singular object on the opposite side.
Maybe I'm happy
which
you
rose
made a new
steeply,
friend.
about 100 yards ahead of me.
Ever think of that? That's fine.
An object that gleamed
You don't have
whitely
to
in the
tell me. I
newly
was just
bestowed
kidding with
rays
you.
of the ascending moon.
I really am happy you're talking to someone else. I mean, hey, friends and all. People need friends. What's that noise?
That it was merely a gigantic piece of stone, I soon assured myself. But I was conscious of a distinct impression that its contour and position were not altogether the work of nature. A closer scrutiny filled me with sensations I cannot express.
No friends. I didn't have any friends until I started streaming. And then I became friends with, well, I mean, I'm friends with Jorgo and Fossil and Streamcat and Boba. Yeah. I found friends. Well, I mean, yeah, but he was my friend before, so... Well, yeah, you did find me. That is very true.
For despite its enormous magnitude and its position in an abyss which had yawned at the
Okay,
bottom of
well,
the sea
Jorgo
since the
found
world
me,
was
I
young,
found the rest.
I perceived beyond a doubt that the strange object was a well-shaped monolith, whose massive bulk had known the workmanship and perhaps the worship of living and thinking creatures. Dazed and frightened, yet not without a certain thrill of the scientist's or archaeologist's delight, I examined my surroundings more closely.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's so true. Sometimes friends is a good thing to have.
The moon, now near the zenith, shone weirdly and vividly above the towering steeps that
Oh,
hemmed
look
in
at that.
the
There's
chasm.
pictures on it. Now he pops on. I think we scared Never off.
And revealed the fact that a far-flung body of water flowed at the bottom, winding out of sight in both directions and almost lapping my feet as I stood on the slope. Across the chasm, the wavelets washed the base of the cyclopean monolith.
Oh, okay. I thought we scared you off.
On whose surface
I'm
I could
glad
now
we
trace
didn't.
both inscriptions and crude sculptures. The writing was in a system of hieroglyphics unknown to me and unlike anything I'd ever seen in books. Consisting for the most part of conventionalized aquatic symbols such as fishes, eels, octopi, crustaceans, mollusks, whales, and the like. Several characters obviously represented marine things which are unknown to the modern world. But whose decomposing forms I had observed on the ocean-risen plain.
Where are you going? I'm sorry I had to sleep so I could get up. Are you? Oh, you're gonna stream. Okay. I will see you later. Well, right before I go to bed, that is. Bye. Take care. I hope you have a good stream.
It was the pictorial carving, however, that did most to hold me spellbound.
Thank you. Me, Fossil, and Jorgo are all in the same time area. So it's 11:28 p.m. Oh, okay. It's an hour before midnight. Well, like 30 minutes before midnight. It's oh God. What would it be? Hang on. There's 24 hours in a day, right? So it would be 23. I think 23, 28. Yeah, it's 23, 28. Yeah. Where are you at, if you don't mind me asking? Brazil. Oh, okay. We're on the east coast of the United States. Yeah. Let's see. Storytelling methods. Dagon contains many themes and storytelling methods the Lovecraft developed in his late works, such as telling the story through carvings at the Mountains of Madness, the Nameless City, journals and characters' notes, the Shadow Out of Time, the Hunter in the Dark, of the Dark, islands emerging from the ocean, the Call of Cthulhu, or fictional beings and deities based on real events and mythologies. Migo in the Whispers in Darkness. It's also considered the origin of the popular Cthulhu mythos. Some of the Lovecraft's other stories also conclude in a manner similar to Dagon, but let's skip the details in order not to spoil the ending. I don't know, can you? I thought you said you couldn't.
Plainly visible across the intervening water on account of their enormous size were an array of bas-reliefs whose subjects would have excited the envy of a doré. I think that these things were supposed to depict men, at least a certain sort of men. Though the creatures were shown disporting like fishes in the waters of some marine grotto, or paying homage at some monolithic shrine which appeared to be under the waves as well. Of their faces and forms I dare not speak in detail, for the mere remembrance makes me grow faint. Grotesque beyond the imagination of a Poe or a Bulwer. They were damnably human in general outline, despite webbed hands and feet, shockingly wide and flabby lips. Glassy, bulging eyes, and other features less pleasant to recall. Curiously enough, they seem to have been chiseled badly out of proportion with their scenic background. For one of the creatures was shown in the act of killing a whale, represented as but little larger than himself. I remarked, as I say, their grotesqueness and strange size. But in a moment decided that they were merely the imaginary gods of some primitive fishing or seafaring tribe. Some tribe whose last descendant had perished eras before the first ancestor of the Piltdown or Neanderthal man was born. Awestruck at this unexpected glimpse into a past beyond the conception of the most daring anthropologist,
Yes, and I'll think about it.
I stood musing whilst the moon cast queer reflections on the silent channel before me. Suddenly, I saw it. With only a slight churning to mark its rise to the surface, the thing slid into view above the dark waters. Loathsome, it darted like a stupendous monster of nightmares to the monolith.
I almost choked on my chips. Oh my god.
About which it flung its gigantic scaly arms, while it bowed its hideous head and gave vent to certain measured sounds.
I'm choked on my chips.
I think I went mad then. Of my frantic ascent of the slope and cliff, and of my delirious journey back to the stranded boat, I remember little. I believe I sang a great deal and laughed oddly when I was unable to sing.
No, I said chips and I got them everywhere. It scared me so much. Oh my god. Oh.
I have indistinct recollections of a great storm sometime after I reached the boat. At any rate, I know that I heard pearls of thunder and other tones which nature utters only in her wildest moods. When I came out of the shadows, I was in a San Francisco hospital. Brought thither by the captain of the American ship which had picked up my boat in mid-ocean. In my delirium, I had said much, but found that my words had been given scant attention. Of any land upheaval in the Pacific, my rescuers knew nothing. Nor did I deem it necessary to insist upon a thing which I knew they could not believe.
He's making you tired. Okay. Well, yeah, I agree. He does. Okay. The journal. Lovecraft was a prominent figure in the world of amateur journalism. In 1915, he started publishing his own journal called The Conservative. Do you know, okay, this is not part of this, at least I don't think so, but do you know he got first published in newspapers? His writings were in newspapers? Sus. It included political and social commentary, poetry, short stories. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. In literary criticism written by him and other authors, Howard was a skilled wordsmith. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'll just call you X. Everyone has a nickname. You're X now. How are you doing? Howard was a skilled wordsmith. Wow. Swordsmith, wow. But he also took criticism to heart, which resulted in his decision to step away from writing poetry and concentrate on weird fiction again. For the first time since his teenage years, Dagon, published in 1917, is one of the short stories written during that period. Never. Your name is Never. In this example, excerpt from the conservative, yeah. The master of horror fiction explains his attitude towards warfare and the idea of world peace. Why any sane human being can believe in the possibility of universal peace is more than the conservative can fathom. Should the entire civilized world agree simultaneously to disarm, one or more nations would undoubtedly retain secret armaments. I think that's how you pronounce that. And at the proper time take advantage of their more altruistic and less astute contemporaries in a wild career of conquest against unarmed victims. No country is or even can be above warfare until the basic impulses of the human animal shall have miraculously changed. It's never gonna happen. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Okay. Oh, creepy, it just opened by itself.
Once I sought out a celebrated ethnologist and amused him with peculiar questions regarding the ancient Philistine legend of Dagon, the fish god.
Oh, it's a fish god. Gotcha. Focus. Dagon was the main deity of the Philistines, worshipped throughout the Middle East as the ancient god of fertility and crops. In Hebrew, the word Dagon was a common noun for grain. The ruler of Akkad, right? Mesopotamia, chose him as a patron saint of their war conquest. He also appeared as the judge of the dead in the Azarim poem and an underworld prison warden in one of the Babylon texts. What? What Fortnite dance? Oh my god. Okay, he is often mistakenly taken for a fish god due to the wrong interpretation of his name, as in Hebrew the word dag means fish. Oh. In H.P. Lovecraft's works, Dagon is an underwater deity ruling over the deep ones. A humanoid race with fish traits that reside in the oceans. He is worshipped by a secret cult called the... I'm gonna get this wrong. Esoteric Order of Dagon. Get what who said. Which one?
But soon perceiving that he was hopelessly conventional, I did not press my inquiries.
Yes, I did. Oh, Jesus. Lovecraft's attempts to find a job in 1925 were influenced by advice he received from friends. Among others, he started freelancing for a marketing magazine. Here we go. Where he would write announcements and commercials. Feel free to judge his copywriting skills for yourself. From an ad for Curtis Workwood. Curtis Workwood embraces both the usual structural units and the cleverest I can't read, you guys. Contrivances of built-in or permanent furniture, such as bookcases, dressers, buffets, and cupboards. Every model is conceived and created with the purest art, ripest scholarship, and mellowest craftsmanship which energetic enterprise can command. I lost my spot. Oh, and made to conform rigidly to the architect of each particular type of home. The cost, considering the quality, is amazingly low, and a trademark on the individual pieces prevent any substitution by careless contractors. Oh no. You should have been here when all the others were being said. Necronomicon! August Darlith was an American writer and anthologist. He also befriended Lovecraft and published many of his works through his company, Arkham House. Arkham. Although he greatly contributed to the popularization of the author's work after his death, he is surrounded by numerous controversies. One of the most questionable decisions involved introducing the good versus evil doctrine. Derleth was a devoted Catholic to the Cthulhu mythos, which contrasted with Lovecraft's view of the world and his approach to cosmic horror. As a result, the author's work are often misunderstood and misrepresented in today's culture. It is also worth noting that Lovecraft was never really interested in creating a mythology, and the term Cthulhu mythos was coined by Darlith after the author left the mortal plane. Really? That I didn't know. I'm confused as to what's going on right now. So it's okay. Oh, I was gonna say. Okay. This is how I am. I was gonna say, what do you mean the letter E? There's no E in the middle of the ocean. Oh, no. I got it now. I got it. I understand it, though. Well, I understand it, though, now. I got it before I even said anything, okay? Ugh. Jeez. I hate these statues. There's nothing? Nothing? Okay.
It is at night, especially when the moon is gibbous and waning, that I see the thing. I tried morphine, but the drug has given only transient surcease and has drawn me into its clutches as a hopeless slave. So now I am to end it all, having written a full account for the information or the contemptuous amusement of my fellow men.
Lovecraft hated tobacco, even though he used to smoke when he was 12 in order to look and feel like an adult. In his correspondence with friends Reinhard Kleiner, he claims that he quit as soon as he started wearing long pants. Okay. He also had a very strong opinion about alcohol, as evidenced by his letter to Zelia Brown, dated 13th February 1928. As for the matter of drinking, I have never tasted intoxicating liquor and never intend to. Having a strong aesthetic disguise at anything which blunts or cohesions the delicate nature quipose of the evolved human intellect and imagination. Drinking excited my personal repugnance. Hence I don't drink. Let the herd do what they will. I rather in favor of prohibition, the prohibition of any antisocial force as well as of any other. Wow. Huh.
Often, I ask myself if it could not all have been a pure phantasm,
Oh my god.
a mere freak of fever, as I lay sun-stricken and raving in the open boat after my escape from the German man of war. This I ask myself, but ever does there come before me a hideously vivid vision in reply. I cannot think of the deep sea without shuddering at the nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering on its slimy bed, worshipping their ancient stone idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite. I dream of a day when they
That's where
may
it's gonna
rise
pop
above
out
the
of the
billows to
water.
drag down into their reeking talons the remnants of puny, war-exhausted mankind. Of a day when the land shall sink and the dark ocean shall ascend amidst universal pandemonium.
Okay then.
The end is near.
What was that?
I hear a noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it. It shall not find me. God, that hand! The window! The window!
Oh. Okay. Thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed immersing yourself in our little pool of cosmic horror. We would appreciate it if you took a moment to rate and... Okay. So, I did get the DLCs. I don't know what they are, though. You forgot it was supposed to be a horror game. Oh my god. Ah, Jesus. Okay, so that's it with that game. I liked it. It was cute. Okay. So I still have another hour before I technically have to end. I mean, how big the other ones are. What does
I
it do
hear
if
a
I
noise at the
continue?
door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it.
Does it just do this? Is that it?
It shall not find me.
What happens if I don't jump out the window?
God, that hand! The window! The window!
I guess nothing. I did buy the DLC. More minutes of eyes open. Fine. See? Look. It took me there. I don't know. Apparently not. What's the trivia? Oh. We missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We missed 6 of them. Apparently, I don't know. Alright, hang on. Look, it's Bon. Okay. Oy. Alright, but anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get going then. Yeah, it only shows me 2. That's why I said I had no idea how many people's actually here. So. Well, yeah, but there's at least 5 of you. I don't know. But anyway. Alright. I'm gonna get going. Have a good night, everyone. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.